Look good. Smile on this one. Yeah, look my way.
Alright. 1, 2, and 3. And 3. One more. And
Easy on the eyes.
Wait.
The county of Orangeburg as a whole ranks #1 in the worst way possible. And that #1 ranking is regarding violent crime. Per capita, or per 100,000 folks, no other county has a crime rate higher than ours. Our city's crime rate is also very bad, both violent crime and property crime. If we're going to be a three-legged stool and stand, then we can't just be happy and healthy. We have to be safe. If one of the legs are missing, we're going to collapse. I do have a background. I've been an associate municipal judge. I was the director of the Victim Witness Assistance Program for the Second Judicial Circuit. And I worked well and went to school with our current solicitor, David Pasco. I know David well. I also served on Sheriff Leon Lott, who many of you may know because he's the sheriff of Richland County, served on his Citizens Advisory Committee. So I'm very much aware of what the ideas are around a safe community. What is possible, what is likely, and what's being ignored. I'm not going to go too much, but I want to share this. Just this past week, I connected a company with our public safety, which is the chief and the city, Sheriff's County Public Safety City, connected this company outside of Orangeburg with the chief, and they'll be meeting this week to discuss a software, an app that will help the citizens be able to report crime much more quickly. It's being used in other countries, but we can talk a little bit more about that, but it's something, because we do have access to the internet that will be able to make sure that you're covered. Now, a lot of folks don't know this, but we have a limited public safety. We're limited with the protections that we get with public safety, especially at night. So we're going to sit down with the chief, and we're going to look at ways to spend the dollars correctly in the areas where the crime is most apparent. We're not just going to do things here and there, and we're not going to wait for crime to happen. We're going to attack it at its root. For those who think criminal activity is their way of life, they're going to have a problem with me. I've never shied away from it, and I will deal with it. Some of us know that we've had gangs in our community. Not like they used to be, and we have cliques or groups of individuals who are loosely affiliated and call themselves a gang. Many of you don't know that I've worked with some of these groups for the last 5 years since I've been here with a group called the Vision Walkers. I've had gang members meet with both the sheriff and with public safety and former gang members. And we talked about what it would take for them to leave that life. I mentioned this last time. One of the big things is they want jobs that's going to keep them from having to subsidize their income with selling illegal substances. We have folks right now who have a job, but the job is paying $16 an hour, $15 an hour, $18 an hour. You need to make $22 an hour in Orangeburg to be self-sufficient, minimum. Otherwise, you have to supplement that. Even basic drugs lead to larcenies, burglaries, assaults, people getting upset at each other and using weapons to settle disputes. And here's the thing. If you think that you're immune because you're not involved in that life, the fact that we are all, as I like to say, in the same boat means it can touch you also. When I worked in the solicitor's office, I had a case where a young man was shot while leaving his job from across the street. He was leaving the Pizza Hut. Two other guys had an altercation. One shot at the other guy missed, but the bullet has to go somewhere. And it hit the young man across the street leaving the Pizza Hut. So it's important that even if crime, violent crime, hasn't touched you yet, that we get control. Because I want everyone in here to be happy, healthy, and safe.